All right, we have an LC250 in the shop today, and we're going to show you how to install our CBI full still skid plates. So let's get started. All right, first things first, we're going to lay out all our pieces and make sure we have everything. We have our 3 main skid plate pieces. We have 2 trap doors, and then going over the hardware, we'll have 4 carriage bolts, 2 longer ones, 2 shorter ones, with washers and strut washers and nuts. We'll also have some 3/8 hardware that bolts the skid plates together and bolts it to the frame of the vehicle. We'll have some 5/16 countersunk hardware, and that's for our trap doors. And then lastly, we have our M8 hardware, and that bolts the front skid plate to the vehicle. All right, as you can see, our factory skids are removed already from previous installations, but to remove them, you just have a handful of 12mm and 10mm hardware going along. So just make sure you get all those skids, usually plastic skids, off before we install our CBI ones. All right, before I put the skids up on the vehicle, I like to just throw these trap doors on real quick. So I threw a little anti-seize on our countersunk bolts and then grabbed a 3/16 Allen, and then we'll put these on real quick. It should be pretty obvious which trap door goes where. And these don't need to be really tight, just pretty snug, and that should be good. All right, now that we have it up here and all our holes lined up, these front ones, we're gonna use the Allen, and this is a 5. And I'm going almost all the way in, but not tightening it up. That way we can move it around and adjust it with the other skids before we're done. And then we'll use our hex head ones for these rear 2, and these are 13mm. All right, just the tip when you're putting this on, it does have this lip that you can set the front of the skid on, and then you can lift it up and have a friend help you get bolts started, or if you have a transmission jack, I highly recommend to use that to keep it up. All right, I threw some anti-seize on these 3/8 button heads. It's a 7/32, and then we'll also get these started but not tight. All right, for these carriage bolts, we're gonna put in our 2 outer ones for right now. And those are the longer carriage bolts. And then also just the round washers. So we'll put that up through, then the washer and then the nut. And then we'll work on that rear skid. All right, while I'm here, I'm gonna tighten this almost all the way down, just because it's a lot easier now than trying to reach up through after. So it's a 9/16 nut. I'll just hold it up so it's in the square hole. And just get it pretty close. I'll do that on this other side, and then we'll lift up the rear skid. All right, ours already has our little pigtail in there with our cage nut, but I wanted to show you how we did that real quick. So first off, get a screwdriver, a flathead, get under this little plastic cover and pop it out. And then grab your cage nut and your little pigtail, and then you put one side in, and then you'll push and get the other side in. It helps if you get a screwdriver to kind of force it in. And then we'll just kind of line it up where we want it, and then you'll bend it around until you get it to sit nicely over this hole, and you'll have to snake it in and get it in, but you should be able to bend it and get it oriented so this hole lines up. All right, I've grabbed my shorter 3/8 carriage bolts, our 2 square strut washers, and then our nuts. And then we'll put this up through here. Put a washer on and then our nut. All right, again, this is our button head Allen. I threw some anti-seize on it. And then I usually just grab the pigtail and line up that hole and hold it in place to make it a little bit easier. It can be a little bit difficult to get it started, but just mess around with it. All right, now that we have everything started, from here we can make sure everything's lined up. So I'm looking at these seams right here and right here. So make sure those are all fitting up really nice and that all your bolt holes are lined up good. And then from there, you just go through and tighten everything. All right, here's the LC steel skid plates installed on our vehicle. They came out great. The fit and finish is really nice. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you out in the trails.